December 10th, 2008. Two sons walk into their father's apartment in Manhattan. Their father is a Wall Street legend, the former chairman of NASDAQ, a man everyone wants to invest with. He looks at them and says, "It's all one big lie. It's basically a giant Ponzi scheme." What those sons didn't know was that their father, Bernie Madoff, had just confessed to the largest financial fraud in human history. $65 billion vanished. Madoff started small, a $5,000 investment firm in 1960, run from his apartment. But he was smart. He was a pioneer in electronic trading. He became so respected, so trusted, that he served as chairman of NASDAQ not once, but 3 separate times. And this is where the story splits in two. Madoff had 2 businesses. One was a legitimate trading firm, out in the open for everyone to see. The other, a secret investment advisory business, hidden away on a separate floor of his office. And on that floor, the normal rules didn't exist. Madoff promised his investors something impossible: consistent returns, 10 to 12% every single year. It didn't matter if the stock market was crashing or if the economy was in a recession. With Bernie, you always made money. The world's biggest banks, Hollywood celebrities, even charitable foundations, they all lined up, begging to give him their money.
But here's the secret. Bernie Madoff never invested a single dollar. Every cent went straight into his personal Chase Manhattan bank account. When an old investor wanted their money back, he just paid them with cash from new investors. That was the entire scheme. No genius strategy, just a lie, repeated for nearly 50 years. The statements he sent out every month, completely fake, printed on outdated computers in his office. His employees would literally read old Wall Street journals, find stocks that had already gone up, and then backdate the trades to make it look like Madoff was a market genius. A financial investigator named Harry Markopolos figured it out back in 2000. He told the SEC, the people whose job it is to protect investors, 5 separate times, they did absolutely nothing. Markopolos said Madoff's returns were like a baseball player batting .960 for an entire season, statistically impossible. But nobody asked questions because everyone was getting rich. Then came 2008. The financial crisis hit, and suddenly everyone needed their money back at the same time. Billions of dollars in withdrawal requests flooded his office, but Bernie didn't have billions. He had about $200 million left against $65 billion in supposed client assets. The music had stopped. The lie was over. On December 10th, he told his sons the truth. The very next morning, they turned their own father in to the FBI. Within 48 hours, Bernie Madoff was in handcuffs. The fallout was a catastrophe. Charities collapsed overnight. Entire retirement funds vanished. At least 2 investors took their own lives. And the devastation hit his own family just as hard. His son Mark hanged himself, exactly 2 years to the day after his father's arrest. His other son, Andrew, died of cancer. His wife, Ruth, who once had a claimed fortune of $80 million, lost everything except for $2.5 million. On June 29, 2009, Bernie Madoff received the maximum sentence, 150 years in prison. The judge called his crimes extraordinarily evil. Madoff died behind bars in 2021. And while investigators have managed to recover about $14 billion for his victims, for many, the money was never the real point.